I know I was undersized going against EB, and so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. What we done? Oh, Lex.
Yeah! Look at that!
Ready to go.
Oh, yeah.
Woo! Okay. Taste test, we got our golden mugs, tumblers, they're ginormous. All right, what did you get, Caitlin?
Your camera was a bit dirty. I got the same thing as last time because it was good.
Stephanie White couldn't believe what she saw. Caitlin Clark and Lexie Hull have been working hard in the gym, pushing themselves to the limit in a rigorous training session that has fans excited. With the 2025 WNBA season approaching, this dynamic duo worked hard to push the Indiana Fever to the next level. But what did White see that left her completely in awe? And could this be the key to Lexie getting more playing time? Let's break it all down. It's no secret that Caitlin Clark and her teammate, Lexie Hull, grew close during Clark's rookie season with the team, but it's been a while since we've seen them together outside of social media.
All right, we are back with another weight room lift. Here we go. Oh, the girl is strong.
Lexie's wearing a stupid little outfit.
Cute.
Yes, hit it. Hit it.
I look strong.
Yep, you do. Yeah.
There we go. I can get my time.
Break time.
Boom.
What?
This is because Hull just won the first ever title with her Rose BC team, while Clark has remained out of the spotlight during the WNBA offseason, honing her skills behind the scenes. Hull's championship experience and Clark's quiet offseason work have only strengthened their resolve as the new campaign approaches in less than 2 months. With less than 2 months until the start of the new campaign, the Fever players are back in the lab honing their skills and aiming to improve their 2020 record in 2025 and advance further than the first round of the playoffs to move past the first round. Many fans expressed their excitement to see the Fever's new roster as Lexie Hull, Caitlin Clark, and other Indiana Fever players turned heads with their off-season grind.
Now by Xander Lucini. Some good length on the perimeter on Caitlin. That is a tough pass! And somehow she got it in.
Man, the pass and the cut, and these are the type.
Claimed that during the lengthy off-season, Fever supporters could barely contain their excitement for the squad, and that the fans weren't the only ones who were excited by the Hull-focused film. Stephanie White, the head coach of the Indiana Fever, expressed her amazement at every facet of the training and how thrilled she was when they first began working together.
Thank you. I would say that's kind of my role.
Respectful.
That's kind of, a reason that I'm out there is to try to make an impact defensively. And I know I was undersized going against EB, and so trying to just be as active as I could, get my hands on as many balls as I could, and take advantage of that. Caitlin? Yeah. What we done?
White claimed that Caitlin and Lexie's combination is the best. She went on to say that there are a lot of things they do well right now, and that you can see how much better they got with each other from the start of the season to the end. As a result, when you consider the best point guards and post players our game, not just our league, has ever seen, they will go down in history as the best. Continuing with the glowing remarks, the former Connecticut coach underlined that both players are extremely coachable. She also emphasized the superstars' intense desire to receive coaching and an unwavering appetite to be challenged, much like the best players in history. Fans proceeded to give the training video a lot of attention. After her Florida vacation, one fan commented, "Lexie is getting serious." Another fan added, "I've been waiting for this to drop." If LH can take the shot with confidence, she will be a force to be reckoned with, especially when coupled with her do hustle. Imagine CC LH banging in shots and making the fast break quote. Another fan, however, contributed the following quote, "That's why CC is so amazing. I swear she lives in the gym." People always comment on her wherever she goes, and she always seems to be in these videos. I'm also happy Lexie is getting a job. The fourth quote said, quite simply, "We are so back." Fans are obviously excited about Clark and Hull's commitment, but as the upcoming season draws near, there is still a significant question. Can Stephanie White rely on Hull to provide on both sides of the court for the 2025 Fever? Hull put up strong figures at the end of the previous season. The Fever gained momentum following the mid-season Olympic break, winning enough games to guarantee their place in the playoffs. While Clark's brilliance was evident throughout this remarkable run, Indiana's role players also played a significant role. Most notably, Lexie Hull has steadily improved after 4 years at Stanford, where she helped lead the team to their 2021 championship the previous season. Hull became one of the league's best shooters and became a vital member of the Fever alongside superstar rookie Caitlin Clark, who was so good that during the post-game following the Fever's 11-101 victory over the Dallas Wings the previous season, Clark praised her.
To a line, can't hit the jumper. Clark ends up with a rebound. Clark, what a pass, hit stride, and Hull lays it in. Traffic finds Hull, lays it in.
Hull's efforts not only won her recognition from Clark, but also solidified her place on the team. By the middle of the previous campaign, she had won the friendship, respect, and admiration of her Indiana Fever teammates.
Down on the net, feeding Hull, 4 straight points for Lexie Hull. And Hull is just on the move. Hull, a league low, 4.5 minutes per game through week 1. Getting the call early in the first for Rose.
Despite the fact that Hull's playing time has significantly decreased since Clark joined the Fever last season, she remains a vital member of the team and culture. Since the Olympic break, guard Lexie Hull has been outstanding, leading the WNBA in three-point shooting percentage.
This quarter for Phantom to cut the deficit.
Gray, fed, got it out to Hull, 3, good!
So fans got their wish, and Lexie Hull got more run for Rose BC in Unrivaled. And it worked out well for them. It worked out well for them. Lexie played extraordinarily well, very well, does the things that she does well, did the things that she does well, and helped them get a win. And she got Rose recognition as a result. She was the Rose of the game. And you know, Lexie does the things that don't show up in the box score, which was pointed out by the coach after the game, actually.
Hull played for Rose Basketball Club in Miami for the majority of the offseason. The team participated in the first Unrivaled season, where she averaged 11.5 minutes, 6.4 points, 3.0 rebounds, and 1.6 assists in 14 games for the first ever Unrivaled champion Rose. Following that experience, she is expected to help the Fever.
That was great. She had a great night, but that was a great moment. Definitely was going off, and it's, for me, the best part about playing. And I feel like in that moment, I definitely frustrated her, so.
And I just wish people would enjoy what we're seeing here. Nice block, Lexie Hull.
Yeah, people think Lexie Hull is like, just a shooter in the corner.
With players like Caitlin Kelsey and Aaliyah 100% capable of going for 30 on any given night, Lexie's experience in Unrivaled not only sharpened her skills, but also reaffirmed her value to the team. With Caitlin and Kelsey not even approaching being a stopper despite her low point totals per game, points are likely the least significant metric for the 3 and 4 positions on this team. The biggest needs for the Fever are a perimeter stopper and a protector.
Puck using her size to get inside. Hillman comes and help. Here's Lexie Hull, who does what Lexie Hull has been doing here out of the Olympic break. And another turnover, and Clark beats the pack back.
That was Lexie Hull.
The excitement surrounding the Fever right now seems to be summed up by the fact that, as they prepare for the upcoming season, the buzz isn't just about their return to the court, but also about the changes taking place behind the scenes. Lexie is a pretty good defender who stretches the floor to help her teammates get 3 favorable matchups. Of course, in a perfect world, there are undoubtedly better players than her in the role that she plays, but they would not be joining the Fever in a one-on-one trade, and she would likely be in a package with whoever teams actually want her. In an episode of the Fieldhouse Files, which covers the Indiana Fever and Indiana Pacers, Reporter Scott Agnes asked Caitlin Clark's teammate Lexie Hull about her new teammates and new coach Stephanie White. Hull seemed excited when Agnes asked about her thoughts on the team's roster changes and her initial thoughts of the 6'1" guard. Lexie Hull is one of the many young players on the Fever roster who ought to gain from having White as their coach, but she also has the chance to learn from the veterans the team signed in the offseason as they reload for a more serious playoff run, along with rising stars Aaliyah Boston and Clark. There is a significant question. How does Lexie fit into this new squad? She may not be the most visually appealing player on the Fever roster, but her effort and ability to stretch the field will be vital. In the end, her shooting and defensive vigor should guarantee her a place in the rotation. Will her defensive grit and championship experience make her an indispensable piece, or will she have to fight for her role in a stacked lineup?